return to the chemicals and offer them what we
All right, everyone calm down. We managed to lose them, but we'll have to stay out of sight for a while.
But what can we do now? The last hope for the Empire died in the palace.
I don't know. We'll think of something. For now, we have to make sure we survive.
Your situation.
All is not lost. Hear me.
Wages?
We must go to Dirge.
What? Why?
We must go to Dirge, quickly. There's no time to explain.
Well, not dead anymore. And it looks like everybody else was able to escape into the forest from Chapter 2. Well, that may have just been... They may have just been using that forest as just a forest, but that was that forest. They may not actually be there.
You live, but the portal was not sealed quickly enough. Defeat the maddened creatures that have followed you, or your life will once again be undone.
Oh, it's just some horse demons. This isn't a big deal. But it would be funny if you died here and just did Chapter 5 again. Habit Song sees you again. It's like, oh, for God's sakes, what are you doing back here? So we don't actually really need to fight the demon. We gotta destroy this glowy thing. That'll close the portal back up.
Seek your fellows. They know about your awakening and are on their way to the shelter of Dirge. Hurry. Others will find you soon enough.
Ming looks so happy. Look at him. Well, if I just came back from the dead, I'd be pretty pleased with myself. So we're in the real Dirge now, not the weird spirit realm version of Dirge. And there's a big statue of Chai Ka. It's a pretty boss statue, I gotta say. Well, let's just loot this place. I think the water dragon would approve. Hey, I need this stuff to save the world. So that statue, I believe, acts as a focus shrine. But there's this thing called the Tome of Release. Whatever could this mysterious book be? Well, we'll have to find the other 4 pages to find out. Or you could just look in your items menu to get a thing. So the mantra of inspiration is going to let us interact with some giant glowing wheels in a bit. But first, oh hey, the Zither Discord is no longer an active quest. I can't do it anymore. The game finally realized that my open palm guy will never do that quest, and it just took it away now. It's great. So we can meditate in front of a lot of stuff in here. And I think that was basically a spirit font. And digging around to those dead bodies finds us a new technique. I forget what it does, just like every other technique in the game. That's pretty good, I guess. Another statue over here. We can't do anything with that statue. God, Ming must be really cold. He's not wearing a shirt in, like, freezing cold snow. That seems like a poor idea. The whole nerd shirt thing is finally backfiring on Ming. So these are the things we can mess with because we read the Mantra of Inspiration. You can meditate at these things and they would give us a new technique. But some of them are broken, and we gotta fix them up before they'll be as effective. Because they won't spin the way they are. So yeah, we gotta scavenge some parts, but, you know, let's not try repairing it without that, because we could break it. Let's just not do that. The tech that you get from this is not, like, amazing, but I want to get it.
Sair an ni kufunir, ak not near Sawir pika. Tuki yir, wo sair lucy, wo nika wonoyu.
Double axes.
So there's still a couple ghosts hanging out around here. Doesn't seem to be any ghosts of monks, though. These are just soldiers. But they shouldn't be too hard to take care of. They're just ghosts. Ghosts aren't hard to kick to death. Especially with the mighty knee kick. Hold on. Need to finish him off with the knee kick. I was gonna give him the knee kick, which would have been far more devastating than that powerful kick, but whatever. Well, welcome officially to Chapter 6, the penultimate chapter of Jade Empire. It's also really short. So our friend should be, well, right down the path. Remember from before in the spirit realm, there was a spot that looked like it might do for the dragonfly to land, so let's see maybe if Kang had the same idea and landed it there. After I look around everywhere. Okay, we should probably move on before Ming dies of exposure or something. And then Chapter 5 repeats again. I just really wish that was a thing, like if you died, you just played Chapter 5 again. That'd be hilarious. Oh, whatever. It did not take them long to set up a bunch of tents. Damn.
You are here, alive. We thought you were dead, and then I had visions of the strangest things.
Dawnstar guided us to this place, but I expected a ghost, not flesh and blood.
Oh, you walk in the parks of many gods. I will build something extra large to explode with my surprise.
Wonoir kupta ir fanir ukkun asol. Siir sukut afifir noni.
Such creatures are not accustomed to needing assistance or being called on to assist. Both circumstances would likely annoy them.
As annoyances go, I think ours is more pressing. Or have you all forgotten the entire army of the Aberrant?
Wo yowir apafwe ir sir sisitsu towir ok. Pir okir ifwir wo.
Your former master, my uncle, has taken the Jade Empire as his own. Emperor Sun Li has set the whole of his forces against us, and we are trapped here in Dirge. After you defeated my father, and Li struck you down, he claimed both your amulet and the heart of the water dragon and announced that his rule had begun. The Lotus Assassins were his almost immediately. Your amulet must have allowed him to quickly do what it took my father years to accomplish. We had no choice but to flee. In the days after, the new emperor did not seem overly concerned with capturing us, and we did not know where to go.
He didn't consider us a threat. We had no way of fighting him. Just as with Sun Hai, only a spirit monk can face him with hope of success.
That's why we came here. Dawnstar's vision seemed impossible, but any hope was better than none.
Unfortunately, Emperor Sun Li sensed your stirrings in the spirit realm as well, and now we are trapped. Only one path is passable by foot, and that is the route they are coming up. We cannot sneak past such a horde.
My marvelous dragonfly will not survive the passage either. The winds force a certain path, and the army's flyers are guarding it well. But that is our luck, as well as our sorrow. Their inferior flyers can barely stay aloft in such currents. They will not overrun us from the air, at least not in numbers.
We have a little time. They are still at the base of the mountain. I'd say the main force won't be here until tomorrow.
We will start securing the temple. The great gates of this place will grant us some valuable time. At least they will not take us by surprise.
Fortifications? Perhaps I will remove some of the ordnance from the marvelous dragonfly. Properly applied, it may prove useful tomorrow. Come, Whirlwind, I need your muscle.
That's the Black Whirlwind. And as long as it makes the coming fight more interesting, I'll lift whatever you want.
That is all we can do to save ourselves today, but there was more that you learned in the spirit realm, wasn't there? I can tell. I saw hope in my vision that led us to you, but there was also something I didn't want to believe. I didn't tell the others. Can it be true? Am I really Master Li's daughter?
What? Laughable. I see why you didn't tell us. That is ridiculous.
It is no more outlandish than half the things I have seen in your company. She is of the right age.
Lots of children are born every day. I was born at that time. If you don't count this latest rebirth, so is our friend here.
But I was named for the fires of Dirge. Hui said as much, and it seems obvious now. The red glow opposite the morning sun was the temple burning.
So what if it was? It could have been visible across the Empire. But that's not... That would make her...
A cousin, a princess, a rival?
You be quiet. This is not amusing. You still seek to redeem your master even after what he did to you? Clearly you are beyond reason. Fine, believe what you wish.
Does anyone care how I feel about this? I am unsure what this really means, but we must tell Master Li and try to appeal to his sense of decency. This could lift so much pain from his heart.
You are both crazy. I'll go along with it if it helps us in the end, but I'll need more proof to believe it, and I expect Sun Li will too.
We have to survive the coming attack before anyone is told anything. We've done all we can for now. Tomorrow will decide our fates.
We should all get some rest. But if I could have a word with you when the others have gone, I need to speak with you.
Right, so now we can go to our tent and retire, and that will advance this plot to the second half of this chapter. Also, this is weird. It makes it sound like you lost your first page, but you didn't lose your first page. You lost the 1 page and got 2 pages. Just doesn't seem like that's what happened because of the way they worded it. But we're not going to talk to Silk Fox yet, because that will advance the plot, and I want to look around Dirge a little more. Also, you could just sort of see that guy standing there semi-transparent. Well, this dude's a captain. He's a different looking man than what we've seen before.
Red Minister 4.
Well, let's turn to a ghost. Let's fight ghosts as a ghost. This dude is just turtlings. One problem with Red Minister is that the range of the attacks is a little short. Also, they do kind of knock guys back a little sometimes, so dudes sort of slip out of your range pretty quickly. Also, you don't really move super fast as Red Minister, so...
Legendary Sprite.
There's some more bones here with another page, the Tome of Release, and a part to repair those meditation wheels. We can't go into the inner courtyard, though, because we have to sleep. It's not even that the door's locked. Ming is just so tired, he just can't walk down some more steps, but he can run all over these steps, though. Anyways, with those cogs, we can actually partially repair the meditation wheels. And I see you standing there. You don't fool me. Ah, the low kick. It will never fail me. Ever. There's a new body here. Did I just miss these bones before, or were they not here? Feels like I walked past here, but I didn't see them. Oh, whatever. I probably just missed them. I miss stuff all the time in these games. No, these were definitely not here before. These were absolutely not here. I was in this little corner, and those were not there. So we have all 5 pages. And level up. Not a lot of level ups left. Yeah, let's actually get the spirit over 800 points now. Let's beef up Red Minister because it's pretty fun. So we now have all 5 pages of the Tome of Release, and the Tome of Release is actually a spell, I guess. Well, what it does is it allows us to lift the curse and release all the Imperial soldiers that are just hanging around here. Because they're still haunting Dirge, but this will let us get rid of them. However, my goodness, there is a closed fist option as well. So we just have to head back up here and do that, because why not, really? Also, the meditation wheels. This is something that I kind of don't remember. But you can fix these right now, and you can spin them after you fix them, because you found those cogs, right? We can only partially fix them, and only 3 of them will spin. Now, I don't remember if there's something else you can use to fix more of them, because I think you can fix more of them. You see, like, I didn't get the best version of the technique. I only fixed 3, and now they don't work anymore. But I don't remember if there's, like, you know, other things to repair them with. Unless I'm just forgetting something. So that's confusing, and I don't understand it. But whatever, let's just go. So the Tome of Release. Pretty much, if you, depending on how you use it, will either get you open palm or closed fist. If you use it at the statue of Chai Ka, you'll be closed fist. Which I think is kind of weird that something involving Chai Ka is evil. I don't know. If you use it at this statue, though, and if you don't move, you can just sit here forever. And we got this. It's another +7 to focus and G. Well, there isn't really anything left in here, I don't think. Unless I am forgetting something, which is entirely possible, but I think now we can head back. Also, there's this. You can't do anything with it. I think we can head back now, talk to Silk Fox, and advance things towards the end.
I was wondering when we'd find time to be alone. Everyone has been hovering about you since you got back. I have been afraid to talk to you. I worried that you might have changed, that you might have forgotten me. Do you remember the hearts you left behind? I'm not the only one waiting for an answer. Your death left us shaken. It seemed like an eternity before Dawnstar had that vision of the water dragon, before we knew you might return. We consoled each other. Dawnstar and I started talking, got to know each other better. We learned a few things about you, about how we felt about you. If you had to make a choice between me and her, would you? Could you? Who would it be? Ah, it's just like we thought. Poor, poor, lovable man caught by feelings he can't stop. I never imagined that I'd love someone like you.
And neither did I.